mean, I could see E doing it, but he would get a lot of backlash. You could give them water, say it's alcohol, and he'd be drunk. Placebo effect. Yeah, pretty much. But no, this isn't gonna work. You can drop comments in wherever the fuck you like. We can see that this is a fake account. They've hinted at absolutely everything. Yeah, Emma, they have. Tyler using full energy on E, but wouldn't get it back if the other way around. Oh, Alex, yeah, I know. Um, so yeah, E thinks that they're going to be able to return now. We do have the results from, I believe, the Resistance has it. Resistance. I can't spell resistance. Resistance. I think that's how you spell it. Yes. Ha. So we have the makeup results. I see traits of histrionic personality disorder. A few people have said that, Katie. Yeah, loving the videos resurfacing from Tyrone reacting to E's behavior goes back. Yes, it does. Yes, Marie. It does. It does. So we have the results of the makeup. We have the results. Apparently, a lot of people guessed P. Louise, but apparently that's not the makeup. We won't let them forget about any of their actions. No, T, no. It's not going to go away. Not this time. Not this time. It's not going to go away. It's not going to disappear. They're not going to be able to talk their way out of this one. But people reckon it's P. Louise, and Alphabet says, good guesses, but no. Did you see the old video of E putting their foot in a poo-filled toilet because he lost the battle? No, Maria, I haven't seen that one. Good morning, Kaz. Good morning. I'm doing okay. I hope you are too. I've seen a few old videos, but not that one. Ew. Thank you for the heart, me, Kaz. The dearest makeup brand can't even fix them. No. But no, we're going to makeup, and because Alphabet's still being called out for the cat, because that's what's going to happen, you're not going to be able to come on live stream. Everyone is wrong, so none of the opinions are the answer. Well, right, Flo. I reckon it's Mac, because Mac's, from my understanding, Mac is the most expensive brand there. It's funny how this come out and E has disappeared. Kaz, no, E hasn't disappeared. E's on sock accounts trying to silence everyone, because now the cat has a medical condition, then that's the reason why the cat can't be spayed. So that's what Alpha was trying to do. Alpha was trying to come up with the next lie so that the cat can't be spayed. They're trying to come back. They're trying to come back. They'll be back today or tomorrow, ready for their drug habit on the weekend so they can go out and have sex with men. Which, by the way, if the hormones are so bad, why are you so desperate, ready to come live so that you can go out and get pissed with men on the weekend? Just a question. Oh, Kiki, no one knows. It's just a medical condition that prevents them from being spayed. No one knows. It's just a comment that someone's left to Spartan. No one knows what the medical condition is. I don't even think Alphabet knows what it is, but this commenter's seen the proof. No one knows. No, it's not a makeup collab. They went out and bought makeup, expensive makeup, and they're going to do makeup tutorials, and that's what they're going to do when they come back. That's what's going to happen. Mew's going to go missing. That's why E won't spay the cat. Yeah. She has an unknown condition. And that's the reason why the cat couldn't get spayed. However, like I turned around and said, the vet, when the cat was going to be spayed, did a cancellation fee because the cat was going to get spayed. So the lies just keep on piling and piling and piling up. The advice that we would all give Alphabet at this point: delete the accounts and vanish. But no. Oh, now they're using hormones. They're getting emotional. Mew doesn't have a condition. If Mew did, he would be using it as a crutch, claiming to need help. Yeah. Who's realistically taking makeup tips from E? Oh, you mean the well, apparently a few people, I don't know, but some people might. Wouldn't he need to take the cat to a vet in the first place to know there's a condition? Lucy, yeah, they would. How do we know the millionaire is the guy who raped them? Because you mean because the video that video is resurfaced, hasn't it? While E's had her diagnosed super fast, considering E hadn't taken her to the vet. Yeah, no, Daisy, because that video has resurfaced. One of my cats had a heart condition. She was still spayed as it was less dangerous than pregnancy. So Kiki, because that video from the, I believe it's I Love Bonnie, has posted a lot of his old videos, and the 5th of July last year, he was posting on their Instagram at the time, because I had Instagram at the time, about them. Oh, this was a millionaire. He's lovely. This, that, and the other. And then it wasn't even a week later that the fire happened, and then they were moved. Um, and then the only reason why, good, hello Emily. Um, the only reason why, um, and it's because Alphabet said that. Alphabet said it. Was it a few months ago? And Alphabet literally showed the guy's house or flat. I think the more people continue to say what's being said, the less time he will be online. Yeah, Lazy Daisy, that's the reason why no. Alphabet should be deleting their accounts and be gone. That's what should be happening. But they want to come back and just act as if nothing's wrong. And that's not going to happen. But yeah, apparently P. Louise won. Or P. Louise, that's what people think it is. My house caught fire and we were left in a travel lodge for 6 weeks before we heard anything. Yeah, I know, Flo, I know. Apple gets what they want. Also, as well, no one's talked about getting microchipped too, because now, even if it's a house cat, I mean, Kaz, yeah, I know. Yeah, he did the pathetic skit of them with a millionaire and donating to charity, etc. Surely triggering to do that if had actually happened. I mean, there's a lot of things that contradict Alphabet's many different stories throughout the years, and Alphabet has used SA stories throughout the years, multiple different times, and multiple different men get blamed at different stages depending on different things. I mean, unless the issue is a systematic disease, organ dysfunction, blood disorders, or womb infections. Yeah, Flo. The explained. Hello. I don't think he gave money to charity. No, he's never given money to charity. Oh no, sorry, tell a lie. He's given £5 to charity. £5. They will still operate, but have to wait for the condition to improve or stabilize. Right, Flo. But the only reason why he's saying this now is to get people off Alphabet's back. Or rather, the commenter is to get people to stop talking about it so that Alphabet can return.
Thanks for the gift.
That's the only one. That's marks of the big spenders, I know. Thank you for the Heartmeat PI. But that's the only reason why. Good morning to you, PI. But that's the only reason why Alphabet wants this to die down. Wants people to stop calling them out for them being a crap, shitty cat owner. Wants them to stop talking about, wants them to stop talking about the talking sexually to minors. wants all of that to stop so that they can return and just act as if nothing wrong. Not going to happen. Just trying to deflect to the whole situation. Yeah. The first excuse was that Mew was a pedigree and vets weren't spayed pedigrees. Yeah, which is a lie. That's another. Exactly. Apple is just trying to cover up for the fact that they're a lazy, shitty cat owner. That's it. I'm looking for. Right, so.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the hand heart, Kerry. Thank you so much. To simplify it, Mew would have a shaved test patch, area, printed result, and a huge vet bill. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the only way to deter all this is the cat. Yeah. Did you see how upset Talia got last night because no one believed E was autistic? Well, I've seen one video of Talia's. Pedigrees can be spayed. They just lose their status after being spayed. Well, no, yes, but Mew isn't a pedigree. I want to a charity run for cancer research in memory of Mom. Oh, Kaz. So, speaking of Talia, there's two videos that popped up on my FYP. I was hassling the vet to neuter my two when they were little. As soon as weighed enough, they were done. No, I was just saying it's like, oh, okay, because I'm a princess. Pedigree cat. Mew isn't a no, Mew's not a pure pedigree either. Any breed can be spayed. Mew's not a pedigree. I don't understand Talia's defense of E. I think E has something on it, which is fascinating. Gabali, any cat is a pedigree. 99% cats are just random mixes, aka domestic short/long hair. Yeah. So this is fascinating. But speaking of Talia, I don't know which video to go to first. So two videos came up on my FYP. And my lovely FYP, we love the FYP. As a load of other videos. This randomly came up on my FYP. You have a ragdoll, Nebelong and Bangle Ulsped. Okay. And if we remember, E once blackmailed Jackie. He's done a lot of things. But we should all forget about that because he's just a sweet, innocent person. No. So I saw this. And this is fascinating. Because Talia's talking about Alphaba here. Okay.
How I'm gonna get deep now because she
Okay, get deep, girl. Get deep, girl. Go on.
mocks the transgender. She mocks all the girls.
I love how Talia starts this by trying to be inclusive, but the transphobia comes out full force, and it's wild. Okay, Lucy.
Yeah, Savannah. She mocks Miss Fane, all that, and she calls them. She says they need men for validation. They need men for validation. That's her. They could never be me because Mama Kaz, because they come on here for men. They need men.
Thank you for the Royal Raccoons, Lucy. Okay.
Men validation. You see how?
Oh, is this an old video? But this is just wild. As I said, this came up on my FYP. I was just like, oh my god, this is telling. Yeah, her selective transphobia.
Thanks for the gift.
Cock in a frock. You buy.
I'm sorry, Talia. What was that? I mean, I'm not offended by it, as in, because I'm a cock in a frock. Cock in a frock? Okay. Thank you for the Heart Me Flow, and thank you for the Royal Raccoon's cat. Oh.
Thanks for the gift.
Okay, so it's a she when. Okay.
Past me to try and speak to Ricky because you think that you can wave your plastic Babylons in his.
Thanks for the gift.
Sorry. No, Flo, I'm not trans. I just like to do drag sometimes. Thank you for the heart, me Beth. Good morning, Beth. I just like to do drag sometimes. Badly, I might add, but I may improve sometime. But it just, this is a wild read. A wild read. It is a double standard. No, because Weeb isn't in the I don't think Weeb ever tried to like get in our agency, so I don't think it's Weebs. Although I do have a video to do with Weebs. It don't, you know, because that was shown. No, Talia hasn't dyed her hair. It's a wig.
His face and think that you can build some sort of friendship with him to level up. But the truth is, Lucy, get the fuck out. Why is Lucy in my life? You can leave at all.
Morning, mums. Yes, big up the drag queens. You went to college with Weebs. Oh, did you, Venti? Oh, okay.
And all, I'll deal with you another day. Because that's what you do. Like the same way you tried to like shake your bath.
Right, and this is how, right, so somebody told me and said that this is an old video. It's not, because Scram with Dan is mentioned. Scram with Dan is mentioned, and that's with DG.
To DG, and eventually you realise that he wasn't interested. What you're gonna do now?
I've got questions, like, yeah, I think, as I said, this came up on my FYP, so I was like, I saw this, well, early hours of this morning, so, I mean, she might be talking about Weebs, though, because Weebs, she might be talking about Weebs, because Weebs, I've got a video of Weebs,
Thanks for the gift.
I saw it last night, so Weebs, good morning, TT, so Weebs is, because I got one
Thanks for
from
the gift.
Weebs' side, and I've just got so many questions here, and the reason why, because I originally thought this was about E, but I've got so many questions because this is selective. There was drama with her and Weebs last night, yeah. So I've got so many questions, about, well, when necessarily say questions, and how this is selective in the sense of, that's not got any left in it. If was because Ricky and Weebs were going at it, then Talia came in, of course she would. I've got right, but the thing is that how can Talia sit here and turn around and say this about Weebs, yet co-sign and defend, okay, Moonlight, and defend E, who's done, I mean, Weebs came up on my thing ages ago when she was doing something to do with E. Not with E, but it was an interesting time. Like, how can she say this about Weebs, but then also sit there and defend E? I got so many questions. Like, this is mental. How? How can she sit there and go on about this, but then also the video was saying she flip-flopped about E. Like, But she's such a staunch defender of E. The fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? The mental gymnastics.
Is try it with Ricky, but
Thanks for the gift.
Ricky will.
She's a born again hypocrite. Yeah. Thank you for the heart, Miss Smooth Criminal.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you for the
gift.
go popular. Don't use any energy trying to make it make sense. No. Morning, Smooth Criminal. No. Like, what the?
Only smile at you while you're gifting him.
I'm sorry. She just turned around and said, thank you for the heart, Mian. She
Thanks
just
for the
turned
gift.
around and said that Ricky will only smile at you whilst you're gifting him. I mean, way to telling your partner their love. So it's all money orientated. So I have when people turn around and say that Alphaba's in ARC agency, and I turn around and say no, I don't think they are. I mean, they might be, considering how much.
So carry on going into the back of your fucking Levi 501s, sir.
I'm sorry, Levi 501 says, so it's okay for you to be transphobic to weebs. Okay. Wow. It's a wig. I have not heard her song, Spartan. Listen, I'll listen to it off, because I don't want to get fucking copy thingy bobbing on the YouTube side. If you're in the agency, you're not allowed a backup account. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I don't think E's in it, but the amount of time she defends E.
And keep digging in your pockets. Because that's the only way you're going to keep him smiling at you.
Just... This is just wild. So, to Alphaba, this is the kind of company you keep, love? Wow. Okay. Real nice.
Thank you. Can someone tell Ricky to fuck off?
Oh, wow. Oh. So, yeah. There's that. And then, because I can only deal with Talia for fucking so long, she annoys me. Much more than he does. We have this from Weebs' side.
Not only did
From this is a clip from Weebs. Talia does need psych help, like spiraling real fast, and defending a predator is just wild. So this is nuts, by the way. And by the way, I'm only doing this to prove. Have you seen all the stuff coming out about Tim Cole now? Yeah, I've seen a little bit about Tim Cole. Yeah, I've seen a little bit about what's happening with Tim Cole. I'm only doing this because Alphaba wants to sit there and scream about trans rights. Well, this is a company you keep in, Alphaba. Okay.
Not only did Talia say she was going to punch me, but she implied that I was a predator.
Oh, right. So it's okay. I mean, all right. Last night Wiz was trying to show Ricky the proof, and they dropped from the live. It says it all really. Yeah, because they don't want to see the proof that, you know.
In a game of GTA. She did remove this comment. She did remove it, but unfortunately my mods were a little bit too fast. Where is it? Bear with me. Here we go. So someone stuck up for me in her video about me, and she said, I'm worried about her going into the toilets with my kids, love, not TikTok.
Right. So here's a fundamental question. Talia can have that, right? But we can't turn around and say, would you leave your children with somebody like Alphaba, who has been known to talk sexually in front of children? That's okay, Emma. Right. And these are comments, by the way, Alphabet and Alphabet's people, that Talia is leaving everywhere. So it's one rule for Weaves and other people, but okay. Okay, Emma. I mean, I know which video you're going on about. Wow.
Bear in mind, this is started because I didn't want to go in her agency. I've never had a conversation with her. I've never said anything bad about her up until now. I purposely ignored everything up until
Yeah, so as long as you're kissing their ass, you know, but it depends on what LGBTQ.
now. Just like I have absolutely everyone. Yes, so you want to assault me,
Morning, Gemma.
Talia, which is insane because you said someone else wanted to insult you, so you said you wanted to phone the police because you fear for your life. Should I do the same? Should I do the same? I'm gonna ignore the rest that I wrote, but I have
Thanks
some Bible quotes for you, Talia. Leviticus 19:18. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your people, but love your neighbour as yourself. I am the Lord. Matthew 5:9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called the children of God.
Yeah, Wiz is trans.
Ephesians 4:31 through 32. Get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other.
Excuse me.
1 John 3:15.
Yeah, she's just reading Bible verses, but you get the point. You get the point. So, Talia wants to sit there and defend a known predator, needs evidence, and all that shit out there. It said, blessed are the chasemakers. Sorry, that Monty Python is one of my vocals. Okay, Mike. You want to sit there and defend a predator, but you'll be transphobic to people who you have a problem with. Right. And to Alphaba and Alphaba's minions, okay, you want to sit there and have someone defend you who is openly transphobic. Okay. Okay. We'll let that happen. We'll let that happen. Talia is being a Pred supporter, and Alphaba's allowing a transphobe to defend them. Wow, just like two wrong uns defending each other. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Well, Kerry, there is that. All this arguing she doing with he's monitoring her kids. Well, that's a fundamental question. But I just wanted to bring that up because it's a good point. Hang on, somebody said that they sent me some things.
Against my will, wasn't I?
People that are
This one, where Tyler's talking about Alphabet. Okay. I need to. Well, Tyler's talking about Alphabet. Don't do that to me.
people that are
Tyler talks about Alphabet going into a female's bathroom. Morning, Fox. Wonder what her precious Nana would say about her carrying on. Well, it's all fascinating stuff. All fascinating stuff. I just love the fact that, like,
people that are
all interesting stuff. Oh, I get that, Kerry. This is the one she drops E in it twice. Why can't we just settle?
I don't know, like maybe this is my own traumas and whatever. Like I just expect clarity in my life. I don't want you in my toilet when you
Okay. Okay.
look like a man and you are not even trying. Look, all the shit that Chelsea's going through, like literally she is, like it means more to her than anything in this world. And then you get people that, yeah, sometimes like Elphaba that don't even fucking try. She should be on hormones by now. She should be on that journey and she's not. Thank you, Gnomes.
Oh, but if we say anything... Okay.
However, I have been in a woman's toilet with her. Her choice. But she's never gone in a woman's toilet under the stance of, oh, I'm a real woman. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you.
The logic is not there.
I do understand being in the wrong body, no
So we're supposed to have fucking ID cards now. Okay.
matter what you say. I do respect you both. But I don't know what your point is, Rance. Like, I don't know, what are you saying? Like, what point are you trying to make? Because I'm confused where you're at. Like, what's...
What?
What's your aim? People that are
Hang on. My brain is short-circuiting. What?
I don't know, like maybe this is my own traumas and whatever. Like I just expect clarity in my life.
Clarity. Right, so Talia expects clarity. Okay, right. Okay, so according to Talia, E isn't on hormones and E does go into women's toilets. Yeah, there is that. So hang on, no, but wait, back up. So because of some trauma that Talia has been through, she expects some clarity for trans women who are pre-op. That's what she said. Okay. Right. Okay.
I don't want you in my toilet when you look like a man and you
do again, right, but the counter argument to this is you can't tell whether a trans. What happens if a woman has a pixie cut and is just a bit tall? Are you going to say that she's a trans woman? Okay, there's that, right? Tomboy. Okay, butch lesbian. Whatever. There's that, right? There's that side of the argument. Hang on. There's that side of the argument, right? How are you going to tell? And also, this argument falls flat when you realize trans men exist. So, you don't want trans women. Right, like, oh my god. This like, oh. Plenty of cis women look like men too. What a dumb argument. This argument falls flat because how are you going to police this? This is my argument with all of this. Because you're not going to be able to police this in the way that people think they're going to be able to police this. And okay, Talia, you don't want... and what about women who have PCOS? Okay. Right. This is where... So... I swear. I know, Liz, we're going to get into that. But, like, just... the foundation... The foundation of the argument isn't there. So the argument falls flat. This whole thing is just dumb. And there are no penalties if it does happen anyway. Yeah. So... Hey, just JK. This is just fucking toilet politics.
You are
or policing.
Not even trying. Look all the shit that Chelsea's going through. Like literally, she is like.
When she says Chelsea, does she mean CLA? I don't think she means CLA. Only way to make it right is a third public toilet option. For those not wishing. Oh, EQ. EQ. No, she means EQ. Right. Evil Queen. Right. Evil Queen. I get confused between, like, fucking so many people with names. Evil Queen. Who, by the way, looks fabulous, by the way.
Means more to her than anything in this world. And then you get people that... Yeah, sometimes like Elphaba. That
she didn't want to say Elphaba. She didn't want to say Elphaba, but that was the only person she could think of. You're cooking lasagna for your son's family. Okay, Willow. We need MF disabled, and I don't give a shit. Just here to shit toilets and this thing. Exile Queen will leave. Her standing, yeah. Okay.
That don't even fucking try. She should be on hormones by now. She should be on that journey, and she's not. Thank you, Gnome.
So this was last night. So, question then, Talia. You've met Elphaba. Are we correct? Are we correct in saying that the hormones that Elphaba is showing is fake? Right, okay. Is not on hormones? Yeah, oh. Okay. Oh, okay, Chelsea, okay.
However, I have been in a woman's toilet with her.
So you've had trauma.
You have trauma, yes.
One statement that you've been in a. Okay. The fact that he's not on the journey after everything they've had should sound massive alarm bells to her. You would think, but remember, this is coming from basically a transphobe. So
Thanks for the gift.
you came in at the right time, Kit. Well, welcome in, and thank you for the heart me. This is the fucking mental gymnastics. Okay.
Her choice. But she's never gone in a women's toilet under the stance of, oh, I'm a real woman.
So make that make sense. You at the beginning of this turned around and said, I have trauma. I don't want men in the bathroom with me. And then you've just turned around and said, Alphaba doesn't want to be on hormones and doesn't want to transition. And then you've just turned around and said, Alphaba, you've been in the toilets with Alphaba. Revealing all the fucking secrets, by the way. Alphaba's been in the toilets with you. In the female toilets. And then doesn't go under the guise of, I want to be a woman. So goes into the female toilets under the guise of, I'm a man. The mental gymnastics you're doing. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Talia will be going down with it. Now I'm confused. So Talia and he aren't currently friends, or is she just completely two-faced? She's completely two-faced. But no.
Thanks for the gift.
No. She wanted to have this discussion, but she couldn't think. She wanted to have... No. So, she wanted to have this discussion about pre-op trans women who do not pass. And she wanted to have this discussion about... And she wanted to be on the stance of, I don't want trans women who do not pass and basically look like men in the toilet with me. That's the stance she wanted to take. But she couldn't think of anybody else other than E. In the moment, she couldn't think of anybody else but E. But now she's backtracking because she knows that she's been in the toilet with E. And
Thanks
E
for the
would
gift.
come out and say it. E would come out and dub her in it, and she knows it. And she's been out here staunchly defending E. And saying all this crap, defending E. That's what this is about. That took me a second to fucking get, and I had to watch this twice to fucking get it. But yeah, that's how I... Thank you for the roses, Kit, and thank you for
Thanks
that
for the
Heart
gift.
Me Lucky Cub. Jesus. Oh my God. But you can't have this stance because, like I turned around and said, this argument falls flat when you realise that how are they going to police this? Are you going to go and say, right, I need to inspect your pants? I need to see your birth certificate. Like, some women have a pixie cut. Some women look like, you know, more manly than I do. Some look like tomboys. Some men look... just... The fucking... Oh my God, this is just... There's a bit more to it. Jojo. E is Kit. E is trying to make a comeback. They're just doing it in stages. They'll be back today or tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you. I do understand being in the wrong body no matter what you say. I do respect you both. But I don't know what your point is, Rance. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that she goes on about Rance.
Thanks for the
hang
gift.
on.
People that are pre.
So yeah, it's pre up. But like, thank you for the Heart Me Beatrix again. I'll play it again for people. But yeah.
I don't know. Like, maybe this is my own traumas and whatever. Like, I just expect clarity in my life. I don't want you in my toilet when you look like a man.
Trust me, love, I won't want to be in your toilet either.
And you are not even trying Look, all the shit that Chelsea's going through, like, literally, she is, like, it means more to her than anything in this world. And then you get people that, yeah, sometimes like Elphaba, that
See, she couldn't think of anybody else.
don't even fucking try. She should be on hormones by now. She should be on that journey, and she's not. Thank you, Gnomes. However, I have been in a woman's toilet with her. Her choice.
Who was it?
But she's never gone in a woman's toilet under the stance of, oh, I'm a real woman. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you.
This doesn't make sense at all. It makes sense if you add the other. It makes sense if you add all the other context to it, but oh. So is she saying E is not on hormones? That's what she just said. Yeah, E is not on hormones, and E like doesn't want to do all that. But yeah, I get where you're coming from, Alice. Oh. Oh. The mental gymnastics that Talia does because she sat there and defended E so much, but then does this. Thank you for the roses, Moshki. She is a walking contradiction. Only good for the ones she likes, but it's wrong for the ones she hates. Yeah. How old is this video? This video was done yesterday. This was yesterday's live stream, but hang on. This was posted 2 hours ago, but this was yesterday. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why he was banned from some clubs for being in the ladies standing peeing with the door open. Yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
I mean, he's been banned from a lot of places. Talia is just a walking contradiction, and how anyone can follow her is wild to me. Wild. If I was hearing my friend say that, I'd be straight in their box. Well, Alice, he can't be in boxes right now. He's lurking, but he can't be in any boxes right now because he would be obliterated. He would be obliterated. They'll be obliterated because they're trying so desperately and so hard to try their best to come back, and it's not working out the way that they want it to. Oh, I think I've already done that one. So, yeah, Talia is a wrong one. She plays the religion card and is full of double standards. Yeah. All of them in Scram with Dan used E for clout and gifts. Yeah, Margaret, yeah, E, no. A woman's toilets and said, I'm not a woman. E be shouting trans rights. You mean he's never been in a woman's toilet, or I just But no, Tarek, just by the way, thank you for the Harmony Scottish woman, by the way. Sorry, I missed that. Chaos, man. Oh. Thank you for the Royal Raccoons. I'm just looking at something. Oh, thank you for the Royal Raccoons, Murray.
Thanks for the gift.
there's just
Thanks for the gift.
you know when you sit there and you think, oh my life. Which, by the way, I don't know whether you guys have seen the video, but I repainted my nails again. Black, red, and silver. But no, I just what are we doing here? It's mind-boggling. Yeah, Jackie, it is. And like, I don't know exactly what the hell we're doing. Hey, Shadow Nikki. Hello. I hope you're doing okay, Shadow Nikki. Like, I would love to know. Nice, thank you, Box. I had to wait for a parcel yesterday, and I was like, I will never sit here, take all the other colours up and repaint them. But no, like, I would like to know. Thank you for the Go Populous, Marie. I would like to know what the end result here is, because like I know he wants to come back, right. I know, like we all know that he is trying to come back with the Pokemon cards and the makeup and stuff like that. We know that that's coming, right?
Thanks
so
for the gift.
Thank you for the Go Popular, Marie. We know that that's coming. Hey Nikki B, I'm like, what have I missed? Talia Jean being an absolute goddamn hypocrite.
Thanks for the gift.
Somebody, we think it's E themselves, basically saying that we can't come at E because E's mental health is bad, and also, thank you for the Heart Me Elgin, thank you for the Royal Raccoons Boschke.
Thanks for the gift.
And thank you for the Heart Me Anthony. And that, apparently Mew has an underlying health condition. Okay, PR, you gotta go to work, but have a bad day. I hope you have a bad day.
Thanks for the gift.
And that, had there been live anyway, no LG. Thank you for the balloon crown, Marie. They have been posting in their community
Thanks for the gift.
posting. Thank you for the Hunt Me Buster. They've been posting in there, and they posted a Pokemon card. They got a Darkrai Pokemon card apparently, and that's perked them all up. Her own mental health is bad, and Talia also claiming her own mental health is bad, and she's not taking her meds properly. Yeah, Alice. The thing about that, like they all these wrong-uns, right? By the way, sorry, hang on, Alice. Back to what Nikki B said about the cat. The cat can't be spayed because of medical conditions, an underlying medical condition, and that's the reason why the cat can't be spayed. So it's all deflection and lies.
Thanks for the gift.
Because he wants to come back, but he's not going to be able to come back, because, you know. But sorry, yeah, Alice, Talia, yeah, about mental health. By the way, thank you all for the gifts, everybody.
Thanks for the gift.
No way, the cat doesn't have any condition. No problem. About you're going to hospital. If you're going to tell me Mew condition, could you message me? Kerry, yeah, I will do. If I'm awake during that time, yes. So thank you all for the gifts, everybody. So
thanks for the gift.
Alice, yes, when it comes to mental health, all these wrong-uns like to say that their mental health is so bad when they get called out. And okay, Kerry, I hope your hospital visit goes well. And a lot of these people like to play on mental health. Yeah, and that's like Jackie Turman said, people with mental health don't say it as a defense. People need to stop and get a freaking grip. That's it. And that's another reason why a lot of people get pissed off when people like Talia and E tell me, oh, their mental health is so bad, because that's also what's been played up as well, is one of the messages, not messages, comments, and these comments are on Spartan's page, by the way, Spartan FYP, because it was a comment that was left on his, who we believe that's E, was like, oh, you can't come after Alphabet, they're having a bad mental health day, and this could end them, or, you know, S-baiting, basically. And that's another go-to as well, is S-baiting. If their mental health was that bad, they would take the hint and delete their accounts and not post anything on social media. because that is what's doing it. If this is the mental health thing, having bad mental health is not a weapon. Yes, Misting, and they are using it as a weapon. Thank you for the Royal Raccoons, Joanne.
Thanks for the gift.
And the harmony. Most people when suffering actually suffering something. Yes, LG, they do. So he's saying the cat can't be spayed due to a medical condition. Yes, Ava, yes, they are, yeah. It's due to a medical condition. So the kid's mental health don't matter. That's what importantly should know better. Yes, but and that's the thing here is weaponizing mental health is so manipulative. It is, Alice. And that's what a lot of these people don't realize is they don't think about anybody else's mental health, the communities, the people that they sit there and groom on a daily basis. No. It's not about their mental health, as in the people that they groom's mental health. It's only about how what they've done affects them and their public image. People learn their triggers and they avoid them. He constantly comes back to them right spot, and then that's it. None of these adults have shown an ounce of empathy for the kids in that chat or their families, and that's it, Buster. And you know, there were young adults, not young adults. There were young children. There were children in that chat. There were children in that chat. When my own mental health is bad, I don't even speak to anyone, yet alone go to the internet. Anthony, no. When my mental health gets to a point, I tend to retreat. I'm sorry, LG. I hate when it uses. I know. When my mental health gets really bad, I tend to retreat. I feel for Talia's kid. He could hear her going up on live the other night and wanted to have a say, Alice. And that's an aspect as well. Morning, Shadowclaw. That is an aspect as well. When Talia says she monitors all of her kids' devices, and that's an aspect as well. Last time I had a crash, I was signed off for 2 weeks. Oh, Scottish, I'm sorry. Just because, and this is where people like Talia don't realize that what they are doing can harm their kids as well in that environment. Within an environment like this, you have to monitor yourself around your kids, not just devices, right, Chelsea? Exactly, that's the thing there, you know. You have to monitor yourself and your emotions as well. And you can see that Talia is spiraling. What she decides to do with that is up to her. And she's getting the backlash from basically co-signing what the predator Alphaba does. And people need to look at what the definition of what a predator is, which is what Alphaba is. I do not talk about this war in Ukraine, etc., because the kids don't need to worry. Right, Chelsea, yeah, I know, I get that. I'm still angry at the way she screamed in front of her kids. It was unforgivable. Yeah. We always watch what we talk about around kids. Yeah, Chelsea, I know. Yeah. And that, you know, Chelsea brings up another good point as well, in the sense of the war. Alphaba has openly spoke about that multiple times with not 18 plus on. This is where people who are defending this goes back months, years, weeks at this point. And it's not just about sex. I know a lot of people do bring up the sex and the messages and things like that, but it's not just about sex. It's about everything. It's about everything. It's the conversations. Morning, Emma. It's the conversations that he has without having 18 plus on. And yes, you know, the thing is that you have that danger with all social media apps. Of course you do. But it is our responsibility as content creators to put 18 plus on and to monitor things like the chat. You know, I mean, I've got a Wicked mod, Wicked, her name is Wicked, and also Mr. Raccoon is a mod as well, and I've got a few other mods as well. And I monitor the chat as well myself, and things like that. So you do monitor these things. 18 plus is there for a reason, right, Shadow Claw? But Alphabet doesn't do any of that. It talks about Rugs, Grindr, and Tinder. Nothing is off limits with them, right? And that's the reason why I did the video that I did, Linda. When I turned around and said, "Here's the picture when when the messages of Likey with the man, and here's a video in 2026. It's the same thing. It's just one's done on TikTok and one's done on Likey. One's without 18 plus on, and one's done in a group chat to minors. One's done on a public platform, and one's done on a
Thanks for following.
group chat." Thank you for following, Georgie. That shit me up. He asks for, receives, and accepts money for transition. That is fraud, Marie. That is fraud. Yes. It needs to be on permanently Fox. Yes, it does. It does. Yes, about the drinking and Rugs. He chat about kids in there. He promotes Rugs and alcohol. Yes, Casey. Yeah. And that's that's another aspect. Again, everyone goes to sex, obviously, because that's obviously the most damaging. Two dots. I hope you're having a good lunch break. I'm doing well. I hope you are. I hope you are too. Obviously, everyone goes to sex, obviously, with things like Grindr and Tinder, but there's things like alcohol, Rugs, all those things. Simon Cowell said Talia was highly strung. Well, I mean, Simon Cowell's got his own issues, Ava, but he wasn't
Thanks
wrong.
for the gift.
And the argument of he was mentally a child is invalid by the so-called autism diagnosis. Yeah, Chelsea, and I think I'm getting a bit frustrated because everyone's saying, I think everyone's believing the autism diagnosis now, but I think people are doing that to turn around and say, well, if the autism diagnosis is real, then the developmental delay isn't real. So I can understand why people are doing that, because one can't be true if the other isn't. Whereas I don't think either is true. Remember when E said they had media training? Yeah, I know. Well, Beatrix, Eli's. Has the green one made a social media appearance yet? Yes, in a way, two dots. They're doing it all underhandedly. They're testing the waters. I don't get what people don't understand by it. Either it's real or it's not. Can't have both. Right, Chelsea, I know. I get where you're coming from. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, so me being autism excuses behavior that you definitely know isn't okay. Come on. Right, Fox. I don't believe it. He shows no interest. I get that, Jackie. So if he had media training, wouldn't they know not to discuss snacks in a chat with underage? Yes, Beatrix, they would. It's so frustrating. It is, Chelsea. It is very frustrating. I stand firm that diagnosis isn't real. I do too. The report isn't about Alphabet whatsoever. No, it's not. So there's a point I was going to make. I think they're clutching at straws trying to get something to stick. The only thing that sticks is lie. Yes. There's a point I was going to make about the messages. So right now he is trying to appear younger with the developmental delays. But if you go back and read the messages, and they're trying to say that Jordan groomed them and things like that. But if you go back and look at the messages and go back and look at the time with the Grindr and with everything and how Alphabet was acting, no. He was fully aware and cognitive aware, because I think a lot of people have brought up the fact of autism and like the cognitive awarenessness, and the mental delay, and like you can have, because you can have like cognitive unawareness with autism, and things like that, and like, because a lot of people have come forward and said like their children aren't cognitively aware of things, but Alphabet was and is aware of what is going on. They are aware, and what they was aware then, and they are aware now of what they were doing, and they are fully aware, because if you go back to the messages about the periods and things like that, they were aware. So it's like, okay. And so I think they're talking about the social understanding of those situations, and that's, you know, being socially aware, whereas Alphabet was and is socially aware on when and when not to do things. Developmental delay and master manipulator don't go together. It's lies. Bershki, and that's the thing. Alphabet is a master manipulator. Well, if you don't spot it, yes. Yeah. He blames it on that. It's why they can't make friends. Beatrix, yes, they do. They do blame the social understanding, the social aspect of why they can't make friends. No, it's because friends get tired of basically the way in which Alphabet is as a person. The AMC's say Jordan groomed them. I didn't see any messages from Jordan in the chat. No, I get that. They are compulsive liars. So they're claiming to be mentally 12, but a 12-year-old wouldn't know that kind of stuff. Right, Alice, and that's the thing. They sabotage their friends, yes, because it's all about controlling their friends, because he lies to one friend, but then doesn't lie to another. Lies to one friend and tells one lie to one friend and tells lie to another. The reason why he uses autism for the reason why they can't keep friends, but the real reason why they can't keep friends is because he struggles to keep friends, because all the shit that Alphabet has done comes out, and it's very hard to defend that. Highly manipulative, but not clever enough, right, Dolly? And that's the thing here. He tries to manipulate situations so that he is the narcissist in the group. Morning, Nanny Kate. Good morning. Yeah, basically, Fox. Yeah, he lies. That's the reason why they can't keep friends. You can only imagine how many he has spoken to underage that we don't know about. Oh, Beatrix, yeah. Because we only know about the ones that have been posted. Imagine the ones that haven't been posted or are too scared to come out. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and that will only happen in time. Look at the James Charles situation. Those poor guys didn't come out until years later, when they felt ready to, and a lot of them didn't go to the police either. Because they didn't felt that the police would listen to them. Historically, there are many people who played dumb who are truly evil. Yes. Hello, Joe. Hello. Hello. We've no idea what other platforms he is using either. No, Alice, no. I know that, he uses Kick and TikTok. but I mean, they're banned on Instagram. I believe that they've still got a Smule account, but I don't use Smule, so I don't know. I also don't play Roblox, but I don't think they're on Roblox anymore. Again, I don't know. They've never taken excuses. They've never taken responsibility. Sorry, just made excuses. Right, that's it. It's always an excuse. I think waiting for this to die down before he comes back. I think people will forget Casey. Yes, and that's the reason why we're getting. Good morning, Liz. You're heading back to bed feeling ill. Oh no, but I wanted to say hello. Well, hello, Liz. I hope you feel better soon, and thank you for the hand heart. Thank you for sharing, Louise. No, he wants this to die down. Casey, sorry, he wants this to die down, but it's not going to. People will hold E to the fire. He is trying to come back with the makeup, like I said, the makeup and the.
Thanks for the gift.
The makeup and the. Thank you for that hand heart, Nikki B. The makeup and the using sock accounts to say, oh, we shouldn't be. The cat's ill, and they're trying their best, but it's not going to work because they're lying. Sorry, hang on 1 second. Or he could be pretending to be someone else, pretending to be a child on other platforms. Yep, and that's how a lot of predators work. Talia's saying we shouldn't still go on about it, but he never accepted responsibility. No, this is the thing, because the behavior still carries on. Because he doesn't take responsibility because he's been able to get away with it for so long. You didn't even know what Likey or Yubo was until all this came out about it. I mean, I didn't use Likey, so I didn't have a clue. He makes out he's vulnerable, but it's just so manipulative. LG, yeah. They make out that they're vulnerable, but they're not. They're not a vulnerable adult at all. They're not a vulnerable adult at all. Not at all. But yeah, Yubo, is that how you say it? I didn't know what Likey or Yubo was. I'm just old at this point. As a parent of a 12-year-old boy, it's just even more horrifying to me. I get that too, that's no. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. Morning, Laura. It's never going to go away while he is still showing the same behavior even without the messages. Exactly, Jays. They're going to come back looking new person, trying new platform, but won't last. Right, Jays, yeah. It's not going to happen. He still has under 18s in their chat and talks graphically about Grindr and sex. Right, Northern Cats. And that's it's the same behavior back then as it is now. Both platforms still exist, so he could still be on them under an alias. Oh, I didn't know both platforms still existed. Again, I've never. Listen. I've got TikTok, right? I've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. There's more. Hang on, where have I got? There's only 2 that I ever. Blue Sky. I did use Discord ages ago, but I hardly fucking go on that. I speak to like my old friends from the YouTube days on there occasionally. YouTube, obviously. Threads that I hardly ever use. Oh, I did download Skylight, but apparently you can't fucking, because when TikTok was being glitchy with me, I downloaded Skylight, and I was like, okay, this looks like fucking TikTok. However, thank you for following, Crystal. I was like, okay, this looks like fucking Thingamabobber, and I couldn't fucking log in anyway, so I was like, fuck it. I've got it, I might as well delete it because I don't fucking use it. The main one I use is TikTok,
Thanks for the gift.
Instagram, and I float around on Facebook to catch up with, thank you for that, me Georgie. If you actually look back, at all the things he has done, he should be off this app for so many things. Oh, Helen, yes, so many things. Your son collects Pokemon cards,
Thanks
and
for
when
the
he
gift.
talks about them, it makes me feel sick. Too much, yeah. Cosmic Princess, hello again. My neighbour popped around, so I came off for a bit. Oh, what did I miss? Oh no, Cosmic Princess, we're
Thanks
just
for the
having a
gift.
conversation. Thank you for the help me, just another Sarah. And thank you for the Royal Raccoon, Georgie, sorry. They did it at high school by accusing the teacher of, yeah, they did, yeah. And everybody knew that, like, yeah, I'm fine, quiet, whoa. I'm fine, quiet adults loving Pokemon too, but not a. Oh no. I mean, I sit there and play Pokemon ZA, which I still have not completed. You only have TikTok and YouTube, nothing else. Invisible Nobody. Listen, I fucking can't keep up. I swear, there's a new fucking social media app every fucking day, and I'm like, nope, I'm not downloading it. Do you know what? I was on YouTube ages ago. Not ages ago. I want to say 2023. Yeah, about 2023. 2020 to 2023. I still post on YouTube, just not. I used to do live streams and cover another wrong one ages ago. And then I swore to myself I wasn't going to download TikTok. I wasn't going to download it. Downloaded it and then spent fucking 4 hours. I was like, okay. And then I just used to watch TikToks. And then found out about TikTok Live Studio. Then went live, and that's the real reason why we have the raccoon, which I'm well aware is a red panda, by the way. I call it a raccoon because that's what I thought it was. And I've called it a raccoon ever since. Because I downloaded animes. And it was the first thing I fucking picked. Put a few colours to it. And I just wanted to go live. Talk about some wrong ones that I saw, which was what's her name? Luna Tuna at first, and then boom. And then came across it. Do you use a laptop for TikTok? I don't know how all the fancy stuff like Studio works. I use a PC. Two dots. I use a PC. You could use a laptop. However, TikTok Live Studio might struggle because the PC struggles. You can use your phone. It just means that you won't be able to get all like the cool effects. You just watch videos and some lives. I get that, Invisible Nobody. I get that. Not even noticed it was a panda. No. Thank you for the handout, Violet. It is a red panda. I just call it a raccoon because I called it a raccoon years ago. It is a red panda, but I call it a raccoon. However, I got reamed for calling it a raccoon years ago.
Thanks for the gift.
Years ago. And I was like, fuck off and leave me alone. Thank you for that, Heart Me Fentic and the Go Popular.
Thanks
I looked
for the
at
gift.
Studio, but I only have a Chromebook and my phone, so I get that, Spartan. TikTok Live Studio hates me, and it has a lot of bugs. Not bugs, glitches. We'll say glitches. It has a lot of glitches. If it ever wants to update, fuck me. Oh. My guilty secret is watching competitive Jigsaw puzzle videos. Oh, all the cats. And all the cats. Ah, two dots, yeah. I only see now it's a red panda, but so adorable. Yeah, Lily, yeah. It is a red panda. I call it a raccoon, and I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to it. But we know if the dreaded... Do we know if the dreaded is back today? Helen, they, I think, are going to try and make a comeback today or tomorrow, Helen. That is my prediction. That is my prediction. That is what I think they're going to do. Because it's almost coming up to the weekend and they need alcohol. And they need some, yeah. Yeah, same old cycle. Yeah, same old cycle, ready for the weekend, yeah. Come back as if they have done nothing. Yeah, Shadow Claw. They're going to try. They're going to try. But no, yeah. So, yeah. I randomly downloaded TikTok one day after refusing to do it for months. Can you cast a spell? Linda, considering the last spell I cast, I ended up in hospital. Do you think me casting a spell is going to do... yeah, they probably will do a get ready stream, I bet. Probably. Do you think me casting a spell is going to do... it is advised? Because apparently, when I do it, it has some kick. Makeup tutorials, and he thinks it will... Yeah, it'll all disappear, yeah. Thank you for that, Heart Me Harlot. No.
Thanks for the gift.
Well, maybe not after the last one. Well, like I say, yeah. It confused the health and travel gods. I mean, yeah. Yeah. He confused the health and travel gods. Yeah, I did, yeah. If he is really lurking behind the scenes, they'll know nothing has changed. Alex, yes, yeah. Honestly, when you said that, all I saw in my head was Hermes and Apollo debating who was meant to be. Well.
What was that about confusing health and travel gods?
Well, someone turned around and said I need to cast a spell on E. And I was like, considering the last spell I cast, I ended up in hospital. Do you think that's a good idea?
No, that's because you were ambiguous.
I mean, I was ambiguous, so...
That was your own fault.
Yeah, that was my own fault, so... Maybe I need to be... Yeah, maybe when I do that, I need to be a bit more specific with it. You cannot be... I cannot imagine being one of the most hated person at the moment. Julie, I know. Mr. R is hiding your wand. Yeah, he is. Julie, yeah, Julie, I can imagine. It can't feel good. And I think that's where he's turning around and saying their mental health is so bad. I would imagine why.
Thanks for the gift.
I would imagine why. You know? I would imagine why.
It's all those ancestors sending the billing.
Do you remember that time when E turned around and said, oh, Dean's getting evicted and it's all to do with their ancestors?
Yeah, the bill's due.
And he's playing with makeup and Pokemon cards. It for the kids. Vulnerable. I mean, Casey, I'd play with makeup. I get where you're coming from, though. Mental health is bad, but they keep coming back to social media. True, that's because that is spiritually protected, yeah. They keep on coming back to social media because it's an addiction. Just like their drug addiction, the alcohol addiction. It's an addiction. My mental health would also struggle if I couldn't keep playing the same game I've been playing. Right, Fox, yeah. Dean's new place does look lovely, yeah. Yeah. Right, Shadowclaw, yeah. Yeah, they do have an addictive personality, yeah. You're in hospital, excuse me, Alex, you're in hospital waiting for your next appointment. I hope your appointments are going well. I hope your appointments are going well. hospital appointments and everything. That reminds me, I need to call my doctors. He had a breakdown years ago, and I've been off social media since. He really needs to do the same. Invisible Nobody, yeah, they do. That's the advice that everyone's been giving E, even in my bitchy tone. That's what I would give the advice to E. Even with all the talk about E, DG Decor still wants to go ahead with Scran. Yeah, Alice. Well, I think DG just is doing that for views. Also, everyone getting at Pokemon cards. I collect everything Pokemon. It's not just because... No, Fox. Pokemon is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. And remember, you know, I'm a Gen 1. I'm a Gen 1er. I'm that old. Which, there's a video I saw... hang on, is it in my like videos? Hang on, I'm sure it's in my like videos. I saw a video and I was there's the Spice Girls in here as well. Where the I need to. It was basically how long Pokemon had been. Thank you for the help, me, Charlotte. Had the full set when Pokemon first came out. Shamefully, all went to the bin. Oh yeah.
Thanks for the gift.
Soda Box. I have a good few dual Vulpix statues. Thank you for the help, me, Coco. I collect and did when they first came out. I'm 47. I don't deal with kids. Right, Sentinel. No, I get you now. I remember watching Pokemon from 1995. I think it was, and now my daughter likes it too. Yeah. SME hasn't been up. No, Spins have not been up. They posted and tried to come for, well, I believe it's Alphabet and the Sock accounts on Spartan's page, trying to give excuses for E themselves. But no, Pokemon, because what they did, the Pokemon anime came out first in everywhere else. The Pokemon anime came out first in 1995, and then the game came out. He sure knows how to keep us on our toes, Spoons. No, yeah, I mean, he will be back. You and your husband have a Pokemon shop, and our customer base is mainly adults, Alice. Yeah, yeah, as I say, I've got we've got... I'm trying to work out, you have the OG Master Trainer board game from 1997. Nice, Fox. I've got quite a few Switch games. I've got quite a few. The only one. Yeah, I've got quite a few Switch games. I've got quite a few Switch games. I do have a deck. Two decks, but they were given it's like it's a box, a collector's box thing. We have so many nerds in my town. We did have a bar that did nerdy stuff and held D&D games, but it closed. Oh no, Spoons. There's a place up here that does them. It's called Magic something or another. Magic Chess, that's it.
They've opened a second shop.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So you know where that chicken shop used to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's now Magic Chess.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I don't know whether it's a second shop or whether they've moved.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Okay. You have a lot of Pokemon Switch games that I play, and your children do as well, Jimmy, yeah. I remember being so excited when Pokemon Red and Blue launched. Oh, I had Blue for Game Boy Color. Yeah, I had Blue, Laura. I still got Blue. My daughter is 33 and has been collecting since the late 90s. She's a serious collector. Wow, Sam. I'm not much of a Pokemon card collector. I loved Pokemon as a kid, but as an adult, I've moved on to D&D and Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it was when nobody. Yeah, I mean, as I say, I still play the Switch games. Just joined as being packing for holes. Josh, any chance of a quick recap? So, I have blue, cherry, red. So E has posted a picture of a Pokemon card and said it's a Darkrai card, and said that this, because they got 4 packs, and then said that this has perked them up. It's perked them up, and it's good for their mental health. And then a soccer account went into Spartans. This is all on Spartans page, by the way. Spartan. One was apparently Mew has a medical condition, and that's the reason why Mew can't get spayed. Bullshit. And then the other comment was everyone needs to leave Alphabet alone. Everyone needs to leave Alphabet alone because it's affecting her mental health, or Alfie. It's affecting her mental health, and she's emotional because of her hormones. Oh, is it Fentic? Okay. Well, Coco, that's the thing. He's never going to get Mew done. Never. Okay. Mew can't get spayed because of a medical condition, but last week it was because of vouchers. Yep, the story's now changed because people have pointed out the lie, which Alphabet showed the lie. Alphabet showed the lie. So now the new lie is medical condition. So yeah, it's all just lies. Alphabet's trying to come back. They're trying to come back to live streaming so that they can come back to live streaming without any backlash. It's not going to work. There would be tests and the results. Apparently this supposed account has seen the proof. I know, Coco, I know. But yeah. By the way, thank you for that, me Coco, and Jerry's mum. So yeah. Oh, I know side tangent here, but is everyone looking forward to the Spice World movie being on streaming? Is everyone looking forward to that? It's only because I saw a video on my TikTok. Yeah, Laura. He still owed the other bit money, possibly from when the cat had an eye infection. Yeah, I love that film. Yeah, where and when. So as far as I don't know that detail, AMC, but apparently, I was a massive Spice Girls fan. Yeah, me too. Yeah. So Spice World apparently it's I think people are hinting that it's going to be on Netflix. That's where they think it's going to be on. Because the reason why it's taken so long is because of the rights, different rights in different places. So
Thanks for the
will
gift.
be highly edited because of the Gary Glitter song and Michael Barrymore. Yeah, Henry, but
Well, they did the same with Home Alone.
yeah. Thank you for the garland headpiece, Coco. If he is emotional because of hormones, he should be in a room of women on periods who get angry easily. Ebony. Good morning, Haley, by the way. Good morning. Oh, you've been busy. That's okay. That's okay. I hope you're doing well. Just Googled it, and apparently it's on Sky Movies now. Ooh. We have Sky. He wouldn't last 2 seconds. No, Ebony. They're trying to use hormones because nothing's working. They're trying to use hormones Next it'll be autism. Because you had Tyler defending them, that didn't work. So now it's hormones. Next it'll be ADHD. They're just trying to get out of it. They're just trying to get out of it. I had to send E's videos to a relative who's a medical doctor. He says
Thanks for the gift.
he's concerned for people. Thank you for the level up, Sparks Coco. Concerned in what way, Sparks? Being on hormones 1 week doesn't have that effect. No, keto, and also blood tests. But no, Fox, you know, he's not on a strong enough dose to do anything like that. Morning, crazy Kazi Bollocks. I think it's a crazy bollocks. Kazi Bollocks.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the heart, me. And this is where he dare say in this time away he's diagnosed with ADHD. I will demand at the clinic and see the report. Right, Pentic, I know. He will be back and completely ignore everything that's been said. It's a pattern. Oh no, Haley, I know. He's going to unalive a stranger or a family member. Oh, Fox, yeah, well, he does have the signs, because that's what serial unalivers do. They harm pets, and then it's on to people. It should not have. Oh well, Diamond. So it'll be Maria. No, well, Fox, maybe. No, this is where when people turn around and say that because he's trying to do the S-baiting, he would never harm themselves. We've seen that. He will harm other people.
Thanks for the gift.
It will get to that point. He will harm other people. Thank you for the harm, Melanie. He will harm other people. That's what that'll be. That's what that'll be. And then he will blame other people. Yeah, Talia is spiraling. I reckon he's going to snap one day at the fact Maria doesn't give them validation. Yeah, Fox, yeah. Yeah. Well, that and other people don't give them validation. He believes that he needs to be in prison, but in a hospital ward in prison. Oh, yeah, Fox, yeah. I mean, he doesn't need to be in prison. I still am not convinced Diva is with Maria. One photo isn't proof. Oh, Spence, no, I don't think Diva's with Maria. No, I think Diva was just kicked. I think Diva was just left. I think he knows something on Talia or vice versa. Talia is erratic. Yeah. She's spiraling. And I just, I think, what I think it is I don't think Talia's gotten some shit, right? But I don't think Talia realizes, Talia's not used to the scrutiny that he gets put under. Talia gets left under the radar. A lot of them do. And Talia's now being tarnished with the same brush. Morning, Flower Power. Huh? Tarred with the same brush, sorry. Tarred with the same brush. I believe he should be incarcerated. No socials, etc. Yeah, Casualix, yeah. I thought that said incinerated at first. I was like, maybe we don't
Thanks for the gift.
advocate for setting people on fire. Thank you for the heart, me Lola.
I mean, it's cathartic.
It's cathartic, but
Not necessarily
the right way. But no, that said incarcerated instead of incinerated. But I nearly read it as incinerated. I was like, okay.
Thanks for the gift.
Thank you for the heart, me Flower Power. No, someone else has told me said, when Maria was staying there over Christmas period, she said, I've got nothing to do with the cat. I actually think Talia being sent a lot of lies hasn't looked into it, and she's going through a lot. I'm so late. You had your tooth taken out, Flower Power. Ouch. Then you have E with the mental health act, and she probably feels protective. Yeah. Talia's bitten off more than she can't chew. Yeah. Yeah, we don't condone incinerations here. No. In the basement cells, presidents, the complete social isolation ones. Disco Inferno. He needs Carstairs State Prison for the criminally insane. I think that might be a bit offensive to the people in there, though. Because he is aware. That's the problem here. People think that he isn't aware. Yeah, he's aware. Considering Talia is trying to be a professional singer, she's ruined her chances with TikTok drama. Yeah, that's done. Talia's never going to be a professional singer now. He will hurt a random person while out drunk and high. Yeah, Linda, that's what's going to happen. That was when they were looking at rehoming Diva and sending her back to the original owner. Yeah, but now the original owner was abusive. I don't know how Ricky puts up with Talia, and I have told him. Well, more for Ricky. Remember, he's saying he won't go prison. He would make sure he went to a mental health hospital. Yes, Shadowclaw, yeah. So, Flower Power, he put up Pokemon cards, and we've had two comments from either a very young e-supporter or E themselves, going on about Mew has a medical condition, that's the reason why she can't get spayed, and everyone should leave E alone because they're emotional, and E, what do people want E to do when alive? Weren't stories about Talia that GBT said she was selling stories or info of the judge's house? Fox, I have no idea. He is aware and manipulative and calculating. MC they are. If you remember when Mia was in the box with Talia, he was texting Mia what to say. I don't remember that, baby, but okay. Just the change in mannerisms from both of those cats. I cannot believe that he hasn't hit them. I mean, they have changed. Oh, our community just teared up. And thank you for the heart, me, Tracy. No problem, Papa. Cured my cat had a heart murmur, was still spayed. Yeah, that's the new excuse. You gave a heart a new look. Check it out. Oh, there's it. If he's that emotional, he can't be trusted with any pet. This is the problem here. One lie, he's lies. He's just trying to emotionally manipulate people, and they're using hormones to do it. Yeah, Mew will be gone soon because, and then the cycle will repeat. If Onion does get sent to the hospital after he starts getting better, it'll be sent to male prison. Oh yeah, I know. My cat's a trap, but I still had them fixed and chipped. Cat's bollocks. If he's that emotional after like a week of hormones, they need to stop those hormones. Yeah, Fox, they do. But that's not the reason. And we know that's not the reason. They're just using it as an emotional ploy. It's not going to work. What really annoys me is he buys themselves new stuff, but Mew needs vouchers. Yeah, Haley, I know. Animals pick up on hormonal changes and moods. Before my PMDD was medicated, my animals would avoid me 1 week per month. Oh, Spoons. I'm at vets with my dog this PM. Instant talk when we know something's wrong. Instant talk. I know that's not the reason, but using that backfires on them too. Right, Fox, it all backfires. If he is emotional, will more likely be the snow come down. Yeah. I use that gel for HRT. I even proper hormones for trans. Don, yeah, I think they are the same. They are the same hormones. They are the same hormones. It's just he's just trying to use hormones as a gotcha moment, and it's not going to work. Well, he must be in UC if he gets vouchers the same as prescription must be free. Yeah, Luke Casey, his lies just catch up. I didn't even think they would be strong enough. No, Don, they're not. The dose that Alphaba's on isn't strong enough. It's not. The dose that Alphaba's on isn't strong enough to cause this emotional thing in a week. He's just, or their follower, which I don't think it is. He's just trying to use it as an emotional ploy to get people to stop talking about them and to get people to leave Alphaba alone. No. You need to delete your account, Alphaba, if you're watching. If you're watching. All medication has an adjust period. It's just a reflection. Yes, Haley, it is. Bet Mew goes missing. Oh, yeah, it will. They will. I was at the emergency vet with my dog on Wednesday night. Had 4 hours sleep. Oh, folks. I'm having to pay $5,000 plus to have his eye removed. Oh my God, Fox. He said about upping the dose of the gel to speed things up. Yeah, Alice, yeah, because I have no clue. They're doing it. Here's the thing. Alphaba's not taking the hormones. Let's be real. Alphaba's not taking those hormones. It's all a plot. It's all a ploy and a plot to get people to start talking about the transition, to get people to stop calling them fake trans, to get people to to get people to start talking about them online. It's not gonna work, Alphaba. Get it through your head. Delete your accounts. He shouldn't be allowed a smartphone or anything that connects to that. No, yeah, exactly. We know 100% he didn't on one day, as he said he hadn't, and then got drunk on live. Yeah, Spoons. Yeah, I know. It's all a facade. However, even on the contraceptive pill, you need to take it within an hour each day, or it isn't effective.
Thanks for the gift.
He used the laser on face once and complained it didn't work. Yeah. Hello, Britt. My dog is okay. We've done everything to try and save the eye, but on Friday, oh my God, on Friday, at the same each time. Yeah, thank you for the help, Miss Stardew. However, I am going to get out of here, people. I'm starting to flake a little bit. And I'm going to see what song comes on next. I have no idea. Hex! A song called Hex. Speech Pharmacy should have done more checks before handing them over. I think that was another thing that Alphaba bought. You take care too, Coco. Have a good day. It's been lovely chatting to everybody. We've been going strong for quite a while.